Community Assessment of Milwaukee Secure Detention Facility. Gotta keep your chin up. The facts. Milwaukee Secure Detention Facility is a prison facility located in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It is operated by the State of Wisconsin Department of Corrections, Division of Adult Institutions. MSDF is a unique prison facility in that it is a high-rise building with no access to fresh air or sunlight. Individuals may spend up to an entire year confined at this location. The community diagnosis reads, the inmate community of MSDF is at risk for post-trauma syndrome relating to prison confinement, as evidenced by displacement from home, environment not conducive to needs, and insufficient social supports. Ackley, 2017. There are two recommended interventions. First, the Division of Adult Institutions to allow inmates access to computer programmed to use a video telephone application. The ability to have ample access to family is an intervention that would help inmates feel a connection to their loved ones. And second, the Division of Adult Institutions is to implement structured exercise activities, such as a cardiovascular routine like P90X or CrossFit, as it will promote inmate well-being, both mentally and physically. There is evidence that exercise is beneficial for mental health. It reduces anxiety, depression, and negative mood, and improves self-esteem and cognitive functioning. Important aspects of the history of MSDF include the fact that it was built in 2001 as a temporary holding facility. It's a medium security facility. It was originally designed to work in conjunction with the Division of Community Corrections, probation, parole. Individuals who are in violation of rules or court order could be detained at MSDF pending resolution of the violation. MSDF was not designed to house inmates for the totality of their prison sentence. As such, fresh air spaces were not included in the psychological and ergonomic blueprint. A windshield survey of the facility indicated that the boundaries are the walls of the building. The floor units are like neighborhoods and have names. There are also intake holding cells, the mental health unit, and the solitary confinement units. There are a total of 9 units comprised of 8 male and 1 female unit. The facility can house up to 2,000 inmates. The building is well maintained. The spaces are tidy. There are no parks or recreational areas. The community is entirely inside. Family and other approved visitors can have limited video contact when on site. Each unit is 2 floors of shared or individual cells with a common area in the middle. There are no stores. Canteen is accessed on a schedule that changes according to the floor you are on. Inmates can buy snacks or some personal items. There are locked doors and buzzers that separate areas of the facility. The outside windows are a facade to make the building less of an eyesore to the community. MSDF has 358 employees who guard inmates at medium security. The employees include guards, nurses, social workers, psychologists, and administrative personnel. The inmate population of MSDF is comprised of men and women being supervised for a felony-level conviction. The age range is from 18 to 77 years old. The layout of MSDF is similar to that of a county jail. They accept inmates 24 hours a day and have intake floors capable of accepting persons detained directly from the community. This is different than the general prison system in that persons at a general prison system came from a jail. MSDF affords the law enforcement community a chance to incarcerate individuals according to their bifurcated court sentence directly from the community. A subsection includes the solitary confinement area for individuals unable to function in general population. These individuals have reduced liberties. Biological indicators show a possible problem with air quality and temperature. To quote Lena Taylor, whether overcrowding or poor heating conditions, MSDF remains a source of discontent. In 18 years of operation, more than 17 people have died. Inmates have attempted suicide when temperatures in the facility reached over 100 degrees. Staff cope with a variety of ailments, detox from drugs or alcohol, gunshots, mental health crises, and others. Medical and psychological treatments are completed almost entirely inside this facility. Prison rape is another major obstacle in attempting to create a safe environment. The Prison Rape Elimination Act is the guiding light in prison sexual safety. According to the National Academy of Sciences, there are negative effects on mental health for many: overcrowding, poor ventilation, various forms of violence, enforced solitude, lack of privacy, lack of meaningful activity, isolation from social networks, and insecurity about future prospects. Pont 2018. The Bureau of Justice estimated nationally that 17,358 individuals died in custody between 2007 and 2010. 36 years old is the most common age of an inmate. This age is consistent with hard working years of life and family. It seems reasonable to assert that individuals who are incarcerated during these hard-working years are less able to build towards a retirement or provide for their children. Gender disparities are reflected in incarceration rates. The following pie chart reveals that only 6.7% of inmates are women. Reasons for incarceration. Nonviolent and violent convictions are housed in the same units, except for some sex offenses and the mentally ill. The nature of convictions sheds light on spaces for possible legislation that could help reduce the rates of incarceration for nonviolent individuals. The number one cause for conviction is drug offenses. Drug offenses are considered nonviolent. National ethnicity composition in prison. Populations indicate the ethnicity of MSDF inmates demonstrates a racial disparity against the benchmark of the national norm. The following pie chart shows that the majority of inmates are persons of European heritage in this country. This statistic contrasts to MSDF data, where the majority of inmates are of African American heritage. As we move past the millennium, as our minorities become our majority, it is wise to consider incarceration concerns from the vantage point of a world lens. The United States is the number one most incarcerated society in the world. Given the right set of circumstances, any person could become an inmate. Compassion for powerless persons rests at the very heart of both social work and nursing. It is evident that the environmental limitations of MSDF render it a unique prison that requires additional strategies to help inmates overcome the risk for post-trauma syndrome related to confinement.